Welcome to Around the Juicer in 80 Days, day number 22. I do realize that it has been quite a while since you've seen me. I apologize, my computer died. So not only was I not able to upload videos and create them, but of course I couldn't unload any of the footage that I had on my camera. So I couldn't create any more recordings. So I had to wait until I got a new computer. Had to invest in that, which actually I'm very grateful that I did because it's so much faster. I really needed an upgrade. I didn't realize how badly. So I'm very, very thankful about that whole situation. In the long run, it's actually a good thing. So putting that aside, welcome back. Day 22. I've lost 13.5 pounds. So that's my 3-week point. So I'm still on the juice feast and I'm having a ball. I'm having a great time every day with my juices and experiencing a lot of interesting things. In fact, today I was looking for a trail and a hiking trail, a new one, here towards more of the East Hollywood-ish area, and didn't really find one. But I did run into something quite interesting. I was approaching a dead end and I saw from a distance this beautiful colorful wall, and as I got closer I noticed that it was a huge mural. It was a painting, and I stopped. I had to get out and film it, and that's what you saw at the beginning of this. Hopefully I had already inserted it by then. And it's incredible. I found out through these guys that were sitting there in a car just chatting that one of them actually watched them as they created it and did a little bit of research. The guy told me that the artist was a guy named Ricardo Mendoza, and that he was the painter to this amazing creation. And I went online and I found out that it was actually done for, let's see, Thomas Start King Middle School, and they had a celebration there. Well, apparently the painter had been working on this painting for quite a while, and they just inaugurated with this beautiful piece of artwork. They wanted to beautify it. They wanted a better place for the kids in the city, and it was amazing. We sat and chatted about, these guys and I, about what we thought. There was an incredible meaning behind the entire painting. So I wanted to do a little bit more research on what the actual intention of the painter was and if he had any, what his thoughts were. I think that would be fascinating. But the colors were beautiful. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that. Moving on to the title of this video, warning, do not attempt unless you are ready for a complete transformation, not only of body but of mind and emotions. If you really take this juice feasting seriously, you're gonna move towards not only your body cleansing, detoxifying, better skin, better hair, better energy. You're gonna look, you're gonna move towards a more normal body weight, whether it's gaining or losing. Raw living foods really do something dramatic to your body. You're resting your digestion. Like I said before, your systems are getting a chance to repair themselves, and you're clearing out your energetic self. You're going to experience, at least I do, I take this very seriously as not only a body cleanse, but as something spiritual and emotional. It completely cleans house for me. You don't get these moments unless you really take the time out to, like I say, meditate and be still. And this is primordially important because food doesn't only come from fruits and vegetables, which are amazing, but they come from other sources such as your emotional self, your relationships, exercise, your career. All of these things feed your mind, your energetic self. there's this institute that I would love to direct you towards, and I think Institute of Integrative Nutrition. I stumbled upon this, quote unquote stumbled. I mean, it was totally synchronistic. And I was doing a little job searching about connecting with some, holistic naturopathic doctors. And if you Google them and go on their site, you'll see some videos which completely talk about, the food that you put into your body doesn't just come from the actual food, that you eat. It comes from what you see. It comes from what you hear. It comes from your relationships, your work, your everything, the energetic people, the energy from the people around you, and these things feed us too, whether they feed us positive things or negative things. They're feeding us. We feed off of each other. In fact, there are certain sources that we are exposed to here on the planet that are controlling. We don't even realize it sometimes, and we walk around with these messages in our heads from the media, from the commercials, television mostly, the government, financial institutions, even some of our conventional medicine, agricultural firms, food manufacturers. I mean, they're constantly feeding us, conglomerates. They're feeding off. They're giving us these holographic type messages, and creating fear is what they're doing. They're creating a consciousness that is not positive to us, and they do it very subtly. And we are becoming a people that are like sheeple. We're just kind of walking around, kind of letting everything sink in, and not really taking a closer look. And these sources are not of the best light and love. They're coming from a place of ego, and things like the phrases that I'm sure you've heard, like the New World Order or the Illuminati, the elite. These people that function from ego. They want to put us in a place of fear because they want to control us, and they want the money and the power all for themselves. Well, we weren't created for that. We were created for a much higher purpose. And, even through education in the schools, television, mostly, they plug you into this sort of what I call a confined, imprisoned reality, which makes us all want to think the same, do the same, make more money, work harder, do, run. And that is so not only dysfunctional, but very detrimental to your entire being. So, going raw, juicing, that all helps us to regain a knowledge that I believe was lost. Is lost now in most of our societies. And these type of cleanses and detoxes, they help us to realign ourselves with our true selves and what we really came here for, which is to have peace and joy with one another and to enjoy our lives. I think when we rush around so much, we kind of lose touch with that. So food for thought. Food comes from many sources, so be careful what you put into your body and mind. That's my tip for the day, and we'll see you next time. Have a super week, day, whatever it is that you're having right now. See you later.